an AOT. Very cool. This is my OBS is also yellow. This is the first time that's ever happened. So, anyways, hi guys. Welcome to the draft. Depending on if this is working or not. How you doing today, Miles, my co-caster? Oh wait, this is the wrong display capture, isn't it? Why the? It was working before. Okay, hold on. I mean, it's fine. We can do this, I guess. It'll work. Okay, good enough. Okay, well, we get to talk about the first half of the draft. Now it should be working. Should it not? All right. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. I literally did all this stuff beforehand. Okay. I did all of this before stream, and now it's not working. By the way. Mm. Hold on. What? Yeah, it is Star Wars. I'm literally about to just do. I'm gonna about to just do my normal stuff for now. Here. Oh, I have my camera on. Whatever. Alright. Alright. Whatever. Who cares? We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna use my normal stream stuff. Okay. Can you try talking now, Mouse? It took away. Oh my god! It completely deleted. Wait. Actually, you might be able to hear you now. Okay. Talk. Okay. Okay. I unmuted desktop audio. This entire first half. Okay. So we didn't get to talk about draft, but at least we did this live. That's fantastic.
Okay.
I actually like for a long ass time before this stream I was actually doing it. Anyways, okay, are we ready? I think people could hear you. I think this is fine.
All right. So I personally love the webcam still on.
Okay.
Feel free to keep that on.
Yeah,
That's
I'll just keep it on. It's fine. It works.
yeah, I like that. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
OBS says
Okay,
they
yeah,
can
yeah,
hear you. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pentakill League, season me after
Mm-hmm.
where we have
Mm-hmm.
the Shuriman Ascended going up against
Mm-hmm.
the AOT, whatever
Mm.
that stands for. Aspects of Targon.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Pretty big standoff. We have a bit of a. I don't know who to root for because on one side I have Lord Johnny Appleseed, and the other one we have our very own Augustia, and they're going to be facing off in a best of 3 match. You'll have to apologize about my energy levels. I am currently however many hours into World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Not to cross promote here, use my discount code
Mm.
Lich Queen for 20% off your first mount. Pretty good deal. Only lasts today. Let's talk a little bit about the drafts.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have 3.5 minutes to talk about it anyway. So bad as bad as this was, it's fine, I guess.
Okay, yeah, we could just like talk. Honestly, there's so much like time
So
for us
much.
to like just talk
Yeah.
about whatever. Like the casts have been so. Actually, no, the casts have not been sweaty or anything like that. They've been fine. There's just like a lot of time to. We just know the downtime. When there's downtime, and then there's time to talk about the draft. Right now, we could just talk about. How have you been, Angel?
You know what? I mean, I'll take it or leave it. You know, it's fine. I'm just trying to hang in there in a new place, um, adjusting. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends, which is always a bad sign. BRB one sec bathroom says Richard Nixon. But yeah, how have you been?
I've been all right. I've also been doing a fair bit of League of Legends, but now I'm like pivoting into
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more of like World of Warcraft. There's both Wrath of the Lich King Classic coming out, and then also we're gonna have Dragonflight. I want to say like maybe in a couple of months. Um, but we're in spooky season. Like we are almost to October, and it honestly doesn't feel that way for me. I don't think it's felt that way for me for a while. Like the whole Halloween spirit and all that stuff. I think COVID is like took out all the holiday spirit for me. I just don't really feel the the holiday spirit for a lot of these things, and it just goes like one after another. It goes like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, then my birthday, then Valentine's Day, blah blah blah. But yeah, I haven't been feeling like the festivities as of yet. Have you been getting yourself in the spooky season
Hell yeah,
at
bro.
least?
I love Halloween. That shit is always so tight to me, bro. That's always
Do
my
you do
favorite.
anything?
I mean, my birthday's right before Halloween, so it's kind of like
That is true.
both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know I don't know how to celebrate. I mean, for you it's like a perfect like you have a spooky like birthday every year. Like
Hmm.
that's your jam. For me, I don't know what to do other than just like figure out what we want our costume to be and then
Hmm.
get invited to a party.
Yeah,
Cuz the Halloween parade, I live in New York city, but the Halloween parade just seems so you're just standing there. You get all dressed up, you get all dolled up, I put my makeup on, and I'm just sitting there watching other people walk. I don't it doesn't seem as appealing to me.
you're not a fan of
I miss
watching other people, Miles. You're a self-centered
uh
person.
yeah, it's just all about it's gotta be all about me. If everybody was staring at me, I get all right. But are they ready?
I don't know. Maybe it looks like it. Okay, maybe I'm taking this too casually. Let me sit up. I didn't expect this to be this
Oh
kind of stream.
shit, you didn't tell me you were gonna sit up.
Yeah, no. This did not go the way it was planned. Okay, let me see. League in game. Okay, hold on. Let me see. OBS has been fucking me recently. All right, we're just gonna stay on the display capture. Fuck it. We'll do it
If I
live.
could have you like display it on like stream it on Discord, the actual like game, just so that I see the play by play as it's happening
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah,
opposed
yeah,
to
yeah. Oh, you know
the
what?
stream. Okay.
That's a great idea. I didn't think about that until just now.
Now,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we get into the nitty gritty of the actual League of Legends draft.
Mm-hmm. Let's
But
talk.
first, we're gonna play Star Walking,
Oh yeah, hold up.
just from beginning to end. Lil Nas X actually said it was okay.
Yeah, we have the rights to this. Wait, this course takes too long.
The whole thing sort of doesn't feel like the anthem. Like
Yeah.
I like the song. I think the song sounds great, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't give me like the same sort of like ooh I'm gonna fucking I'm so fucking ready. Like I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
take this to the gym.
You know
Like
what?
I
Mm-hmm.
Rise or what was the other one? Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors pretty good.
Uh
Yeah.
like those are like I need those for the deadlift. Like
Mm-hmm.
you need
Oh,
that.
gross. Mm-hmm.
This song is not I don't it doesn't feel like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's catchy. Like I like it. It's a good song to have, but I don't think it's like that song for me. Okay.
Totally valid. All
Now
right.
that we go ahead. Yeah, we could actually talk about the draft.
Yeah, let's you know, we've had like 10 minutes to talk about the draft, so it's probably appropriate to talk about it now. I will say that we'll talk about the bands first. We got some time. Okay. It looks like the teams had different focuses. So as
I
always,
know where fucking AOT's focus is. God damn, what did Johnny do to them?
mm-hmm. We'll get there. So SHA obviously wants to get Eye off the comfort picks. You know, makes sense. They want Kindred to not exist, so Mr. Belt can't go crazy. Like you said, they're trying to fuck up Johnny. Johnny's two main champions, Misfortune, Varus. They don't want him on those. So, I mean, that's a pretty good start. Forcing Johnny on looks like the Tristana.
I'm very excited to see the twin on Shen. You see, uh, oh, the twin is a fantastic captain. He's a really good
Mm-hmm.
star player, and you really want to see him like carry. He puts himself on a lot of these enabling tanks now, and he lets himself establish a lead for his entire team that way. But personally, I'd love to see him on like his Aatrox. I'd love to see his Camille. Like I don't see him on a lot of carries now, but I know his Shen is definitely very spooky to go up against. So I feel like his Shen is going to be very impactful. And their entire composition, like Shaw's entire composition, seems pretty scary in terms of team fight. Uh, I just don't know. I think I favor them slightly more than AOT's team comp. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's totally fair. I'm kind of partial because I like the Mordekaiser jungle a lot, but SHA I think takes it overall. Like you were saying, normally a fan of the twin getting some damage in instead of I thought I heard the exit out of the camp select noise. Anyways, I normally like seeing the twin on some damage, but I think his Shen number one is solid. Number two, perfect engage with the Jarvan. He's gonna be able to save Tristana. Think I'm trying to think of the problems with each draft. So AOT has some like really good crazy engage, right? Mordekaiser can take out somebody from the fight, and also Mordekaiser's percent health damage, right?
I think I don't think that that's the case. I mean, I'm not
Is
sure.
he not? Don't you play
I,
Mordekaiser? I thought his little passive did percent health. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I don't care.
his passives gives him movement speed and does damage. That's
It's not percent health. Why do I think he does
as far as I
percent?
know.
Is it just the Rift
It could
Maker?
be. I mean, listen, hey, it could be. I'm not gonna say I know something if I'm not
I don't play Mordekaiser.
sure about
I guess it's just the Rift Maker, the true damage or whatever I'm thinking about.
it. It's definitely he's a tank buster. Like
Yeah.
he could like start melting people
Yeah.
if he gets ahead, and especially in the
Mm-hmm.
jungle. I think he's gonna be looking to uh I don't know. A lot of these lanes feel very safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shen and Ornn are going to be duking it out, but like eventually they're just going to be two big beefcakes going up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Tristana is not going to try anything to like Tristana is an aggressive ADC in as a general, but I don't think they're going to try to do much with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
And I think we're waiting until like a level 6. I think both of these teams understand each other's power spikes and they have a lot of respect for each other. So I think it's going to be pretty close, and I don't think we're going to see as much blood as we normally do in these sorts of games. So I don't know like where the junglers are going to be focusing on. Uh, Maybe mid lane. I don't think that Anivia is going to let too many shenanigans happen, though. Richard Nixon is probably going to be looking to zone out the Yone, and I think Augustia is going to understand that if he overextends, it's not going to lead to a good lead. So we'll see. I think it's going to focus a lot on where the junglers decide to put their attention and time.
As you alluded to it, I feel like it is kind of hard for the junglers to do anything, especially Belth. How is he going to gank Anivia? I
Yeah.
mean, the Tristana lane, possible gank, but even that's tough. I think Leona is also good into Rakan, in my opinion. The Shen is pretty safe. I don't know where
Yeah,
you
they
go
all
with the
just
Belth.
seem pretty like if they don't want to get ganked, like very difficult to gank for these lanes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know from a jungler's perspective what it is that you're looking to do.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm hoping that we see a lot of like mid to late game plays. I'm hoping that both of these teams are very smart and very like objective focused. So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna see a little less of the skirmishes and a lot more of those big flashy team fights
Mm-hmm.
towards the mid and late game.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Take your time. Honestly, you're doing
Everything was
so great.
perfect, bro. I
It's
literally
still
double
perfect.
checked. No, it's black screen, bro. What happened?
Okay, well,
Okay, it's fine.
it's
It's
dark here. We forgot to.
we'll do
Oh,
it
okay,
on the
all right.
fly. We'll do it on the fly.
Perfect,
Oh my
perfect. We'll
god,
do it
who's
live. We'll
blue?
do it live.
Okay, Shaw blue. Okay, who's red? AOT. Image. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Okay, Shaw. Okay, hold on. Lock. Shaw blue. Oh wait, I should actually remove my face in a second. I'll do it. I'll stop the meme in a moment.
Not a
Okay.
meme. I wish we could do this like as a normal, just like as a have our cameras on. It feels
Yeah.
more. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah. Oh,
But
whoa, I'm zoomed in. Okay. Who do you
so
want to
you
focus
do.
on? Oh, directed
So
game.
what you're gonna do is you're gonna press play. You're gonna speed it up all the way. Speed it up,
Speed it up all the way.
speed it up so that it's make sure it's like the most up to date one you got.
Okay, it
You're gonna
is.
press U. Is it U?
Yeah, I mean, use takes it away.
Okay,
Is that
no.
what you
So then
want?
it's O
O is to show. Right.
N,
Oh, N is for the dragon timers and stuff. Cool.
and then Alt Shift Z, and then scroll out to
Alt
give us a
Shift
little bit more
Z.
distance, and then scroll out.
What? Are you sure it's Alt Shift Z?
Alt Shift Z, Control Shift Z. I think
Okay,
it's Alt
okay.
Shift Z. No?
Control Shift Z. Control Shift Z.
Control Shift Z.
I did not know this is a thing. Wait, that's tight. Okay, directed camera. Or we could just, I could just pan around.
You can pan around if there's something like directed camera doesn't always
Yeah.
focus on the good stuff.
My favorite.
No
lane.
shenanigans at the beginning. See, I was wondering if there was gonna be like level 1 sort of cheeses. I don't think that's gonna happen. Both teams are gonna play a very clean. Okay, sorry, Twin. Yeah, go for it. Go off, King. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Put
think.
my words in my mouth. I don't really know how the Shen Ornn matchup goes.
I just assume Ornn beats everyone. Ornn is sleeper, like the best laner in the entire game. I don't care what anyone says. I saw a ping down bot. Maybe they're gonna do some level 2 shenanigans. I'll chill on bot for a sec. But I am not. Okay, this is gonna go directed camera. Anyways, still no level 2 for anybody. I think that's when things might get interesting. Jarvan going straight. Oh, okay, Twin going in. I'm defeated, just dashing away. So none of that Ornn goodness that I was talking about. Belth is clearing every camp. J4 went red, blue Gromp, I think. So he might try to go for an early gank, but we'll see. Ornn just is dealing with a ton of minions. Do you think he gets the freeze here? How does top lane work?
So yeah, if usually like if you're establishing that like big wave, you're gonna try to like build that. Press U, by the way.
Sorry.
We're going for like that big wave. He's gonna try to crash this at level 3, and then he could choose to do a bunch of things. He could ward the jungle. He could back. He could just sort of wait for it to like come back. But then once that comes back, he's gonna try to freeze it at his tower. So I'm Defeated's goal is to thin out the wave and keep it right there in the money spot. And the Twins' goal is to crash it and then either back or look to ward.
Yeah,
that's how top lane usually goes.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, it's a similar concept for mid, but normally you don't see that ginormous amount of minions. Mid lane state is pretty even. They're sharing CS numbers, which is kind of crazy. I would assume Richard Nixon would have a little bit of an advantage early, but I mean, Yone is a broken champ. I don't care. I'm gonna just rep 9 Rain here and just say everything's broken. Bot lane, Tristana and Leona are actually pushing in, which sort of surprises me. I feel like Caitlyn pushes in everybody.
Caitlyn should be the lane bully, I would imagine, especially early on. Tristana doesn't have the same amount of range. They're great early, like all-in. Sorry, I should say they're great all-in sort of characters, but I don't think. I think Caitlyn should have the push going on in this. So pretty even. I feel like this is how it's gonna look like for a good bit. The mid lane matchup. Can you speak on like how the mid lane matchup goes? I feel like it should be Anivia favored.
So I don't play either of these heroes. I will say that Anivia is really good into even range champs, so melee feels even worse. Once she gets 6, she just slows down everything. You can try to play a little aggressive, before 6, but in this matchup, I don't really see a reason to. Just get 6 and then do nothing for the rest of the game. That's usually the Anivia plan. As we were alluding to earlier, Yone and Moore just can't do anything to her. But Aya's goal is to go even or a little bit better. It seems like the Anivia's goal here is to just straight up go even. Ornn. So this is just going to be, I think, a free matchup. They're just going to be hitting minions all game. I don't know if top is going to be the same way. Ornn has no mana. Oh, this could not be great for Ornn. Yeah. Okay. Ignite for flash.
Both of them have their big buttons. Like Shen's big button is his taunt, Ornn's big button is his dash. So either of them are just reacting and waiting on the other person. If one person misses their abilities, that's the other's cue to go in. And I think that goes for mid lane as well. Because I do believe like Aya's sustain might be a little bit better than Richard Nixon's at the moment. He's completely out of mana. Boy's got no. Oh, are we looking for an early cheeky dragon? Just a bit of a early cheeky
Oh,
dragon.
good freaking spot. I
What
like.
accent is that? Who is that from?
That's some sort of like. Is it? It's some sort of deep British accent, but yeah, no, you're gonna have to carry. My focus is kind of gone right now. I didn't
Okay,
know
yeah.
Mort could do this early. What the heck?
I mean he's taken a couple of licks in. That's definitely the case, but I guess just none the wiser.
Yeah, just right under their noses. What are they supposed to
Go
do
for
about it?
Yeah.
Even though bot was pushed in, and
I had the priority. I wouldn't say that like mid could do anything about it, but again, I feel like neither lane knew that
Mhm.
that was sort of happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, great, fantastic. That gives us they're still down 500 gold, 600 gold, surprisingly. Even after that dragon.
Yeah, bot lane is slightly ahead. Top lane is slightly ahead. Now Aya should start having more trouble in this lane. As soon as Anivia gets 6, it's just tough, especially in that melee matchup. Not to say that Aya can't do anything at all, but it's tough to punish Anivia when she's got the egg. So if I'm Aya here, just farm, go back, farm, go back, farm, go back. If I'm Richard here, press R, press R, press R, and go back. So they're both just doing their jobs. Ornn's flash is still down. I haven't seen J4 make any of these early moves yet. He tried invading earlier, but all he got was the Grump. So it's kind of tough here. Still a pretty much even lane or game state. Bot is back to being sort of even. Tristana's probably going to pick up a couple minions. So no huge leads here. I'd say the biggest difference on the map is still that Hextech Dragon.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep seeing this. I think it's just going to be big farm game from both sides. And we're going to, at some point, I'm sorry, we're going to have to talk about World of Warcraft again.
No,
like, I'm sorry, this is just too much dead time.
Anything
There's too much respect going on. If it was me, I would have just flashed under tower just to feel something. You know, I can't. My ADD can't handle these macro plays. Yeah, top is just waiting for the wave to push back. They receive the wave under tower, and then they give it right back. Same thing for mid. Same thing for bot. And the world goes round. The League of Legends world goes round. Aren't we all just pushing our own lanes and waiting to receive them at tower? Life.
That was the saddest thing I've ever heard, but also the most accurate. I was doing his little ghost stuff, but Anivia just trades back like it's nothing.
Yeah, you can't just step up to Anivia. Like, Yone's very clear about, like, hey, this is where my ghost is. This is where I am. I'm going to try to dash around. But, you stunned me, and then you nuked me. And now I just have to, like, back out with my tail between my legs.
I like the way you speak, Miles. I like that you speak in phrases sometimes.
I'm glad that they're just coherent sense. I'm glad I'm not being like, Ornn is going to want, this is going to be good for Ornn, because Ornn remembers that.
I hope that's clipped. I think it is. But, alright, so Dragon for Rift Herald. Obviously not a direct trade, but that's how the objectives have been looking so far. Caitlyn and Rakan are finally getting to the Tristan Leona tower, so getting the tower played there. So they're just kind of going a little bit blow for blow.
I want Jikola to receive me a tower. What does that even mean?
He wants to receive your tower, you know what I mean?
Oh.
I actually have no idea if that's what he means. I'm also just going to turn this up. I don't think OBS is picking up the league sounds at all. This, I swear, I actually spent so long doing all of this stuff. And
I think it worked out great. Honestly,
sure.
I loved every part of this. Yeah, we got a couple of slaps.
Yeah.
Won't call them punches because you guys are both two solid wads of meat that just don't feel it much.
Yeah, I mean,
So there's not a lot going. There's not a lot going to happen. The lane is neutralized up top.
how does this happen top lane? I feel like if the wave looked like this in mid, I would just fight so fast. Like,
It's he
so
just
weird.
got so much help. Yeah, like I don't think he could just like back up and back out and let this happen because the wave's gonna freeze on him. He's probably gonna lose a bit of last hits here, but I guess he chooses to uh, play it safe, get all his stuff back, buy, and then come back to lane, losing out on a bit of farm as a result. We're seeing a little bit of a pull, just a tiny bit of a pull on the side of the Shuriman's Ascended. Now almost a uh, just a 1K gold lead.
That's a
Uh,
pre-Rift Herald drop. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, fella.
that's all right. Who got Rift?
Blue side did. It's on Jarvan right now. And this might be the first blood that we've been looking for. I can't imagine them not fighting for drag. Red team starting it up. Ooh, here comes the Ornn Horn. Let's see who it hits. It hit nobody. He got, I guess, stunned or something. Ooh, Galfrey with the big knockup. Balthazar took someone to the Shadow Realm. Aya doing his ninja things in his ninja way. Tina is in a bad place, but she gets first blood. Aya's now in a bad place. Now he gets second blooded. Rakan going for that second knockup didn't work. Wicked Slice picking up Tina, and it looks like it's going to be a 3-for-1. It'll end there.
Oh, it could be. Twins still looking for that last juicy kill on Balthazar. He is going to find it. He's going to get the shield up. Is he going to die for it? Get a couple more licks in before he leaves. Twin getting Balthazar low, but not out. And wait, what? Did nobody take that dragon? Why did my eyes just phase through that? I totally thought someone had already taken dragon. Yeah, that was a huge tempo swing for the Shuriman's Ascended, and they were already, again there, they summoned the Rift Herald just to add insult to injury and grab those tower plates.
Yeah, it's going to...
And go ahead.
Sorry. That's just a lot of tower plates across the map. I mean, it looked like Tristana was getting some too. They crashed them in mid. That gold lead is extending fast.
Yeah, it was just 1K. Now we're looking at a almost 3K gold lead for the Shuriman's Ascended. I don't know how that fight played out. That fight could have been a little bit closer, but I think it was a very good coordination in terms of just like pick the lowest health target. Just hit the person closest to you, land your abilities, and get that going. So great team fight for Shuriman Ascended. I think in terms of scaling, I want to say I favor AOT. Like I think Tina on Caitlyn is going to be very scary later on. So they're not out yet. Oh, Wicked Slice going in for a bit of a lane gank. Not a bit of a lane gank. It's just a lane gank. You know, it's just.
Oh, Ornn eating in the Wicked Slice's gonna have an easy entrance. The flash from the Ornn getting him safe. I think that's about the best case. I don't know if they really wanted to kill Ornn there.
Balthazar saying, "Yeah, I'll see your lane gank and raise you a bush gank, but it's just gonna be a ward."
Oh, I'm going in with his little ghost as well. That's gonna be that true damage on the way back. Let's see if Richard Nixon has egg. Can we see that? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
So that's tough. Oh wow, that was a horrible time to not be directed camera. John Prosser for killing Tina in the bottom. Wish we got to see how that happened. Unlucky.
I mean, I probably autoed her. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna assume that Leona EQ'd and then Johnny jumped in and
Yeah,
autoed a
wouldn't it
bunch
be
of
cool
times.
like if he just juked out all of the abilities and just really just blasted her, used his ult, everything, and just exploded. Great work by Johnny. I think Johnny on the Tristana could be very scary as well. I think I underestimate how impactful Tristana late game can be. So I think either of the AD carries can be very scary towards the end, but I just favor the team comp of AOT towards the later game because I feel like the CC is going to be a lot more
Mhm.
devastating and the pick power.
And I see that. Um, I feel like Caitlyn versus Triss just isn't enough. I don't know. Like I thought before the game started that AOT's comp I liked better late game, but like on the second thought, like they're just so much ease of execution on SHA. Like Jarvan ulting anybody, and then they just have to sit in a Nivea ult. Leona keeping them stuck too. Like they have a lot to work with here. Like I don't know if AOT could really fight, even if they, this was a 60-minute game.
I see AOT just sitting in the jungle. Just
Mhm.
real like narrow corridors, really like tight knit fights like that you just you get one person, even if it is one person. Let's say it's like, I don't know, DJ Steve.
Mhm.
He's in the jungle, and then just everybody pops their ult on just him. It'll still be worth it later on in the fight when you're fighting over like a big objective.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a lot unless they just like uh hunker down and just buy a QSS.
Mhm.
Then Mordekaiser can ult one person, even if it is like, let's say it's Tristana and he can't catch up to her. Like everyone could collapse on that situation and that area, and then it still would be bad for SHA. I think, at least I think.
Yeah,
Isn't that isn't that yeah?
it's just tough because when we're talking about who wins the late game, and your answer is, oh yeah, in this one certain scenario when they do this in this really small, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of makes me think that it gets tough to say that
I
they're
mean,
better late
definitely.
game. Yeah,
Like if Richard Nixon could get him a Jives right now and just pop off, like
yeah,
they're like, this is all speculation. We
yeah. No, I got you. I mean, here's the same team fight practically. Ornn got stopped up again, so he couldn't send that second ult back. Belth is dragging them. Wicked Slice just going straight for Tina. It's even hard to see what's happening. John Frostriver got hard focus this time, though. But he stayed in the Ghost Realm, so he couldn't actually escape. Richard Nixon trying to clean up people on the back. He gets knocked up by Aya, so he couldn't keep that R up. But now it's just Belth standing, getting that Q just to pop the Anivia egg. And now they get Scuttlecrat and they get the Infernal Drag.
That is an
Unfortunate.
ace for one. That sucks. It really looked great for AOT there
Yeah.
at a certain point. Like they had the pick off on John Mr. Johnny Frost River right before he was about to get out, and he was about to get out. It was about to be an ace for nothing, like
Mm-hmm.
five for nothing. But like Belt was able to grab that kill, but it just like they out sustained them. Like I don't know how that happened. I was just all like, see, look at that. AOT got the T. What? Like it was so strange how it happened, especially with the twin coming in. Once Shen came in, I was like, "There's more. There's still another team member in the fight that hasn't been like in the fight yet." Yeah, I don't know how they're going to win those team fights because I thought that that was an ideal jump for the AOT. They are now behind significantly. It is a 6K gold difference, 6.5K gold difference. Um, I
Gross.
don't know other than just to hunker down and avoid those sort of team fights. Ooh, yeah. I would not be looking to fight.
Oh, that's a jumping in Johnny with Belth coming, and the Ornn ult's gonna hit hard here. Nothing to stop him this time. Johnny flashing out though, so I feel like that's the end of this play.
It's great. Like there's a lot of pick potential for AOT. Like they if they can get the jump on someone that overextends, they could like pick them off. But I think that's their only option at this point to be able to sort of avoid those grand team fights that they really like set up for their for composition. And now it's just going to be like maybe some bush shenanigans or some like pick oriented or just hunker down and just farm to try to close that gap a little bit more before the next objective. Because it's Infernal Soul?
Yeah, it's
Infernal Soul, that's gonna be... Oh no, Johnny, yes, Papa, he said, I'm not leaving yet. I wanted a kill and I'm gonna get it. Jumping in, waiting until he saw that there was everybody else in the jungle, and then going in very confidently to pick off, I'm defeated on the Ornn.
No, that was excellent by Johnny, seeing that he could just pick him off there. Ornn going back to the base yet again, trying to defend this tower, but it's just tough with this huge gold lead. I feel like it's just tough in general. Like, 4 melees into Anivia is always going to be really tough. Is Anivia the one that's been stopping the Ornn ult every time? Like, I think I've been missing it. Who's stopping the Ornn in these team fights?
You know, I don't know. I haven't seen it myself either.
I mean, speaking of team fights, I think this is Anivia dead until Shen'el comes out. Let's see if Ornn can get that second proc. He still couldn't get that second proc. So I think that's just a win for SHA here. What do they do? Aya's bot.
That's so upsetting. Like, that was a pick. Like, that was such a pick right there. And then, as soon as anyone else shows up, the rest of their team goes down. Because they have to commit so much on getting that one kill off that they end up getting aced for it multiple times. And that's SHA with the Baron buff now.
Yeah, Tristana with Baron buff is not a happy sight to see. Those towers are going to get destroyed.
And that Tristana is looking more and more huge. I mean, mind you, the entire team is huge. Like, everybody's ahead, but like Tristana is going to be very scary going into these team fights now. They need to, I think, at this point, avoid all confrontation. Give up that next dragon if you have to. There is no. It almost needs to be. It almost needs to get just a little bit worse before there's a potential for it to get better.
I feel like there's a confrontation joke in there. I just want to say, I thought you would come up with it on the fly, but it's okay. I literally...
Shout out to Lola in chat. Thank you so much for being here.
Wow, shout out to Lola, the gang. Okay. How do you
Say again?
How do you like this Tristana build, like going straight into Giant Slayer after Kraken? I feel like that was just like such a G thing to do, man. Like it's just so many tanks. Like his only problems were Ornn and Mord.
You said Giant Slayer.
Is that not what it is?
Player. It's Lord Dominic's regard.
I don't play AD carry. Dumbass rule.
Yeah, I think there's I think both sides should be getting it because they got like a wall of beef within the Ornn Mordekaiser and the Shen Jarvan. Like the ADCs have their work cut out for them.
Oh, that time I think he really did press R way too early. Maybe Vol was right. It's not the wall. He's just pressing R too early or something. Balthazar just pressing R on the twin. I assume this will spell death. This is... Oh, the twin flashing or dashing over. He should still be stuck. But a good attempt. Balthazar getting that nice shutdown.
Which is great. Any of them, they're poised to be shut down, each of them. But that's a great pick. They want to like look for more of that and just keep farming as it is. It's still a pretty big... a sizable goal, like we're going on maybe a 10k goal difference, but I'm hoping that maybe an inhib goes down, maybe Shurima Ascended overextend a little bit too far, but again, like I said, both teams are very solid, very safe, and giving a lot of respect to each other. Even the picks, like they're never alone for too long, you know. I think the best thing that they could do is sort of have this side lane pressure, but they're gonna have to let an inhib fall. Like you can only hold off but so much.
There is no holding off here. Aya trying to go straight into Johnny, but he's just getting dashed away from. Johnny just gonna clean up. This is a penta for Johnny until Richard Nexon stole it.
I see it.
It
Get it.
was
Get the
close.
quadra. Get the quadra, Johnny.
Quadra for
Get the
Johnny.
quadra.
Quadra for Johnny. Oh, that's no quad for Johnny. So Richard Nixon didn't end up stealing the penta after all. But I assume
This
this
is a four
spells the
dead.
end.
Yeah. Are they gonna? I don't know if they're gonna push for the end here. Like that could just be it. Orn holding the line. He said, "Anivia, my sister, please don't do this to me." And he goes down, and that should be uh, game number one. Sorry. Okay, now I feel like an asshole. I hate when they do that. I really hate when they fucking do this shit. You know, I'll be honest with you. Like, fucking assholes. Just push the fucking thing.
I mean, they were typing GG in the chat. They thought the same thing. Both teams thought that shit was over.
All right, well, we're still in it, and you know what we got? You know the silver lining that we got? We may have lost our jungle, but we got a pick. Let's go, Belf.
Belt
Hit the R.
R'ing through that Anivia. He's just going to attack the egg in the Shadow Realm. Anivia has no way to get out of this. Give that to Aya, and Aya gets a big shutdown. So hopefully that helps him in these team fights.
Yeah, that's they also have a lane. I was gonna say they have a lane to farm now. These, if you just farm out the other minions, leave the super minions to keep it pushed in, you can farm safely in your lane and slowly crawl your way back into it, because that is a whole lane that they're not able to get the farm of. Yeah, this might be the opportunity for them to get it, because now they're starting to get Ornn items. Ornn just gave Aya a shiny new shield bow, and if this keeps going on like this with Ornn's upgraded items, could be the added edge to sort of close the gap a bit, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they gotta hope for. The 10k gold lead gets sort of decreased with these Ornn items, so let's push that Ornn level 18. Try to get some more gold into these AOT members' pockets. These items, not the Ornn items, but the items are really disparaging. You look at Anivia, that's 3 items. Look at Anivia, or look at Anivia, 3 items. Look at Yone.
Look at Anivia twice.
Look at Anivia twice.
And then
Because
look
she's
at
just so
Anivia.
fed. Yone just completed his 2nd item, so that's a full item up. Jungle's a full item up. Shen is almost a full item up. Tristana, full item up. You see what I mean? You see a trend here.
There is, I would say that they are ahead. You know what? I would agree with you. They are definitely ahead.
Yeah, in my expert opinion.
This is probably where they're going to really try to put the nail in the coffin. I mean, I've seen them steal these. Nope, they are choosing to give it up, and they're going to let that go. They were getting picked off a little bit towards the end there. I think this might be the final nail in the coffin as they gather a Baron buff and go for the dragon and then make that final push, which I'm not sure that AOT is going to be able to contest.
Yeah,
although they did. Go ahead.
They're already forcing so many ults. Like I assume AOT just gives up the dragon. I don't see them going for a 5-man. Shen is just pushing top, gonna ult in. This dragon's just getting melted. If they want to do something, they have to do it now. But if I'm them, I don't want to do anything. Belt going in to try to steal with the ghost, but immediately that dragon is taken. Balthazar just sitting in the middle of everybody, ulting Wicked Slice, who has a Guardian Angel, so even if he kills this, it's not important. Johnny Wing into the entire enemy team,
wow.
But it just does not matter. He has the gang with him. Aya's going back, trying to finish off Johnny, but no freaking eggs, I guess. I don't know. Basically, he didn't kill Johnny.
Yeah, he did not kill Johnny. Yeah, that was tough. I think you needed to decide whether or not you needed to go for it or not. And I think it was just sort of like a halfway engage, which sucks. But you need to like try something in those when you're that far behind.
Another quadra for Johnny. Sorry, keep going.
No, yeah, I want to see him get the
oh, DJ Steve ruining his kill streak again. But it's okay. If AOT just has to reevaluate the draft, I am never going to give SHA the Anivia if I'm this team. If you are used to playing melees, you cannot play against Anivia. It's just impossible. So take that off the counter. Play the
She
AOT
said play
music.
the AOT music casters, and then he ulted in. That's my boy right there.
All right, well, that's a game one. You want to talk quick MVP?
Uh, I gotta give it to my boy Johnny. Like he was jumping in on shit, confident side laning, like with or without his team. He was like making those plays sort of happen. I feel like everybody did fantastic, but I think player of the game has to go with Johnny. Not just because he has like the biggest score or whatever, but just the
Mm-hmm.
confidence of that Tristana. Like you need to be able to play Tristana well to 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 play aggressively, and I think he did that just well.
For sure, Johnny is really, really going crazy this series. I'm pretty sure they triple banned Johnny on his third pick. Just absolutely destroyed the enemy team. So good on Johnny. Uh, Again, they're going to reevaluate the draft, and we'll see what happens next game. I think we're just going to tune out. There's not really much to talk about with this first game.
Yeah, we have to keep talking until the next game.
Hell
Nah,
no,
but
no, that's no. We get back on WoW. I'm gonna play a round of Dead by Daylight, and then we'll come back to cast. All right, guys.
fantastic. Thank you
Thanks.
guys.